All right, guys. First of all, the sunglasses have come off. It's much brighter in here now, man. But all right, so next topic. Y'all know Drake and Josh, man. We all came up on Drake and Josh. Everyone around the age of like, what's the cutoff where you probably didn't watch Drake and Josh? 30? If you're 30 right now, maybe you didn't watch it growing up?
Probably on the higher end, yeah, 30.
Maybe the higher end of 30. But even then, bro.
My brother watched that shit.
Yeah, to be honest, right? How was your brother?
34.
34. So maybe if you like
35,
40
36.
or something, yeah, you on the higher end of 30. You wasn't watching Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh, one of the greatest shows by Disney. It's Disney,
No, Nickelodeon.
Right? Nickelodeon. Yeah, I'm drunk. Back when they was all that was like the golden era, bro.
Yeah,
really.
I know all the best shows out.
But yeah, so in the past we've heard of spats where Drake and Josh weren't as close as they seemed. It's specifically when Drake was outraged that Josh didn't invite him to his wedding, and he went on a public tirade. And then he started
fancy words.
Yeah, you like that? And then so he went crazy about that. We didn't hear that much from Josh about it. And then the BFFs podcast, shout out to Dave Portnoy, although I didn't really like how he conducted the interview. It's cool though. Dave didn't watch Drake and Josh.
Dave's
That's really the
old as
problem, bro.
fuck.
Yeah, so I just didn't need him leading the interview. It's like you got Kobe here, and we want to know all these nitty gritty basketball details. This nigga's a basketball fan. I don't watch basketball. And I'm like, so do you ever think basketball is kind of like soccer?
So is it like golf?
Yeah, y'all are like, so you play basketball, huh? Yeah. Okay. You ever get tired running up and down? You're like, why the fuck does this guy keep asking the questions? I want him to ask him all the questions I have to ask. But it's all good. Either way, on that podcast, Josh he basically finally aired out Drake.
He grew some nuts.
Basically aired him out, made it seem like they really had no relationship following the show. He didn't know why Drake was tweaking on him like that. They're different people. Then he talked about a time where he basically confronted Drake about telling him he needed to apologize to his wife for the comments he made on their wedding day and the text that he sent to him on their wedding day. So here's a video of someone compiled basically saying, why is Josh Peck lying? You're lying. And they took clips from the Drake and Janet podcast. And I was so scared when I saw Drake and Janet. I thought Janet might be like a 15-year-old girl, but luckily it's his wife. But yeah, so there has clips from there. It has other clips that are basically showing that they feel Josh is lying. We're gonna watch it and we're gonna just see, man.
Josh
Kid Trump's got to be friends.
Drake Bell.
Yo, why you bouncing that baby like that?
And then he's like, I had my baby.
Oh, that's his daughter. Okay, sorry. I'm just a little.
I didn't even catch
I know how this
that
guy gets.
I think I saw it.
That's a fire ass blazer.
I don't know how I saw it. I was tagged in it.
Bro, their logo is the Drake and Josh
I'm like,
logo. That's disgusting.
No, get it, Drake and Janet.
I watched it,
but
and
that's
I
gross.
didn't even catch the Sopranos part until
yeah.
I read it in actual.
No, the
like
whole
E-News or
clip.
something.
The whole clip was like that he said like apologize to my wife like or something bad.
Or bad things will happen.
They both have the same Valley Girl voice.
What?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, he got the Orange County swag on it. Okay, one thing though, when he did say it, he said, I said, go. I feel like when you make it a headline like that, but the part at the end, something bad's gonna happen. I feel like he wasn't saying he literally said that. Because the first way he said, go, you need to go to apologize to my wife now, whatever. And then he laughed and then he said, yeah, I just want to, you got to go apologize. Something bad's going to happen. I feel like he was adding it on more to say like, that's the gist of what I was saying. I don't think he literally was saying he said that because he would have said that the first time, you know?
Like, what bad things could have happened?
I know, right?
I don't know why looking back on it now, obviously I'm like more calm.
I'm not going to invite you to my second wedding.
Because you're my wife.
I know, but like also I was there that day.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
like that was a very like I saw him with his camera before he even came up to you. I was
table full of headphones. Not wearing no headphones.
Whispered in your ear and said, "Josh is walking up and he has a camera and he is vlogging you."
I can't watch videos if there's a baby in it.
Goofy ass baby.
This is so adorable.
Yeah,
And then-
Josh walks up shaking with his camera. Like,
Yeah, and the rest is on.
and it's like all on video.
Look at this.
Holy, come on! What's up, buddy?
This is awkward.
Is this
I can't
happening
lie.
right now, live? Is this really
Oh,
right
guys,
now?
by the way, guys,
on the
no,
head?
B, you got to be racially sensitive. This is not sus. It's white culture.
Oh, right on.
Oh my God!
Please
Wait,
tell
is this
Facebook
streaming?
to be
Kiss him
nice
again.
to me. Oh my God!
See, I'm
it's
starting
not
to
even
learn.
my fault. Just
You
tell
guys give me some
Facebook to be nice to me.
Listen, lay off.
Thank you. You heard that? Facebook and told you.
Chill
Go sit
out.
over there, bro.
Lay off, man.
Go sit in the corner, okay?
This is on.
You
I
never
was
kiss me
standing
on my
there
forehead.
the entire time, and everyone's
Only when
like,
you
"Oh yeah,
sleep."
maybe it happened off camera." Like, okay, we were all smiling, laughing, like he did ask you to apologize.
Yeah, he
Rightfully
did.
so.
Yeah. And I was ready. Like, I wanted to.
Yeah,
you know?
sorry, I
Well,
blew
we
y'all up
have
on
talked
Twitter.
about it.
Exactly.
And you
and
did.
he goes,
You
yeah,
took
yeah,
her to the side
and
you
he goes,
apologized.
Stop talking over each other.
leaned over-
Podcasting
we were
101.
talking,
Damn.
we had like a sidebar,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Stop
goes, "Hey
talking.
man, you don't need to say sorry to me, but you know, I really need you to say sorry."
Why is
to
the baby
Paige."
there?
And I was like, "Yeah, dude, absolutely." Like,
Obviously ain't got no
I
sitter.
want to say sorry to Paige, you know,
Yeah.
and that was
And
it.
that was your demeanor too. Like I mean,
But that-
I have no reason to like
That baby
change
looked like
the
a
way the story
Clefairy.
was. I mean, it was actually
What?
a really nice
Clefairy
moment.
from
Like,
Pokemon.
we left the entire encounter.
I was stoked, actually, because
we exchanged like Paige and
Dude,
I
I didn't-
exchanged numbers.
I-
like we were all like, let's grab dinner, and we did. We all went. And
I
So they all been
know,
going
we
to
all
dinner
did.
and shit.
and we've hung out
Many times, and
That,
What the fuck was that?
yeah, that was the thing that
according
kind
to
of
Josh
bugged.
today, he didn't know us.
That's what bugged me about it, was that he's like, "Oh, we weren't friends. We didn't hang out."
And it's delusional because I'm like, bro, it's like we worked at Coffee Bean when we were 16. Like,
That's
I'm
fucked.
sorry, I'm 31 now. I might have lost your number.
That was a great edit.
Yeah, that was.
Treats for everyone.
Yo, that's really fucked
He
up.
came to your album release party when you were on Splash. He came to be on TV to support you. So
No, he wasn't on TV.
Oh no.
No. He wasn't on Splash.
Oh,
No.
no?
He
like,
that was
bitch,
really
would you
cool.
shut
That
up?
was really cool.
Okay.
No. He came all the way to Riverside to support me. That was pretty cool.
Okay, so you would do that for someone who's not a friend?
No, you do that for. I mean,
Because he was
you do
saying
that for a
you guys-
friend.
No,
That's
but,
Josh.
no, but
Or he
today
wanted
on
drugs.
his
Josh.
interview,
Yeah.
he said, or right? Like, didn't he?
Oh
say
yeah,
you
yeah. He
guys-
said that we weren't friends. Right,
Yeah.
right.
So Riverside's like kind of a far drive to like go.
It's like 2 hours.
like,
From
for
LA?
not friend.
Hell yeah.
No, I
Traffic?
mean we're
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
Wait, but I'm saying, but we were friends.
Yeah, I understand, but today he told everyone that once your show was over, you weren't friends.
Oh, well, that's not true.
Pause it real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah. Okay,
I think it's wild that I feel like Josh is also lying because of like the stigma or all the nasty shit that's happened to Drake, and or the shit that the 15-year-old girl, like all those other things that happened to him, and now Josh is like trying to just steer his way away, steer away from him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, I can't believe that's slimy as hell. I can't lie.
That's a weird way to do it.
The way that you're doing it to him on this giant podcast, and then you're making up these lies, and now you're getting caught in your lies. I don't know. I could see it in Josh Peck. I can't lie.
You are such a fucking hater, dude. Josh is living his best life, bro. You know what else though? He did just write a book, so maybe he was doing it for some promo.
Maybe.
You gonna
see?
read his book?
Took
No.
a few
I'ma read
pointers
it.
from Kanye. I see
Oh,
it.
God.
I see it.
that's I was getting
Yeah,
confused.
because like I've had multiple dinners with him, so
Yeah.
it's really interesting that
He's
like
been to the house and all that.
Are you guys like not friends?
Oh, the montage. Yeah, we stopped talking after the show.
I don't even know this
Rick and
dude.
I didn't stay in touch for
Look at him.
the 10 years since we had made the show.
Yo, they keep showing him in that same blazer.
But no one
Maybe that's the only
knows
blazer
that.
you got.
That shit fly as hell. I can't lie.
That's his favorite blazer.
And it's like, I get it. If you guys weren't friends
And that brings you to the
did it
wedding.
for some public
Cut
image,
to,
alright,
I'm getting married that
understandable.
night.
Nah, but he just talking too
and
tough
I
in this
see
clip.
these
That's really
text
wrong.
messages from him, like cursing me out, coming
wow.
for me. I'm like, on the night of my wedding.
That's fucking great.
Yup.
That is fucked up though.
like that's
didn't
why
know
it
that.
wasn't
was so-
as-
Oh,
like,
that's a
why it
fact,
wasn't
that's
as
a fact.
shocking
Well,
as he makes it sound
Well, they
like you
probably got
guys
friends
never
in
Never
Never
talk.
talked, and it came out of the blue,
He
and
said
it
it was a
just
small little way. Oh,
yeah,
well,
that's
maybe.
the
Who
thing.
knows?
He was saying like it came out of the blue, and I hadn't talked to Drake in did he say years?
I hadn't really talked to him in many, many years.
Honestly,
I mean,
don't
because
know.
I was texting him congratulations on getting engaged to Paige, and we
Show
spent
the
so
text.
much time with them,
Show
like,
the
at
text.
Michael's
Show the
house,
texts.
and, I don't know. It was just strange. I mean, look, I said some tardy things. But I was
Some
bummed,
tardy
dude.
things.
I can read it
was
off.
bummed.
I don't
was
think they
like,
showed it in the
"Man,
video."
That sucks. Like,
Well, his tweets.
I wish I could have been there.
No,
for
no,
you.
no, I was
And
saying show the
think
text
really
messages.
what
He's
it
saying that
was
they've been
like
texting.
why I said what I said was because like Josh and I have always had like
You looking a little
our
blue,
ups
buddy.
and downs, and
Bromance.
all this stuff. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just because we were kids and we had our own demons, and
His
we
hair
had,
is wild.
You know, I mean, the
Kinda
stuff
tough.
that.
With
like
the fade?
halfway
I mean,
conquest.
Stuff
I
I've-
was gonna say,
Shit, you
I
gotta
mean,
bump
you're
it in
reading
there.
Josh's book now.
You know where to
Now
bump
look
it.
at the hairline, bro.
Right?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Looking like
it's,
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah,
That shit's crazy.
exactly.
So
And
it's
so,
like,
we were going through a lot,
Yeah.
you know. So we've had our ups and downs. We've had times when we've been friends. We've had times when we want to like kill each other, you know. But it's
Like an ice cream
being
cone, like a
brother.
drumstick
It's
or
like
something?
we were together more. Honestly, I know
Got a
Josh.
lot of
and I'm
volume in
closer
that
to
hair,
Josh
jerky boy.
than I am to my own brothers.
yeah.
Maybe
Like,
it's
I don't
So
Maybelline.
you guys spend so,
I don't know
mean,
my
what,
own brothers as
13
well
hours
as I
a
know
day?
Josh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait.
I mean, I see my brothers
That's wild.
a couple times a year, if that. You know.
Wait,
right.
Drake hates his brothers. You heard it. He said, I know Josh way better than I know my brothers.
He's like, I'm way cooler than him. That's really the problem.
Them niggas ain't never ran up no millions with me, dog. Josh
So-
is my boy.
Some of the tweets that Drake had, he sounded really emotional in it. He was like, "When you're not invited to the wedding, the message is clear." ... And then another one of his tweets is, "True colors must come out today. Message is loud and clear. Ties are officially cut. I'll miss you, brother." He said, "Brother." Didn't use the ER. I see him. Trying to be culturally appropriated.
Get some cool points with the blacks.
That's how they used to say it. Hug me, brother. That's what he was saying that like from the show type shit.
Bruh, I really don't like the aspect of Josh, the way he went about it. Like, you know, like, we really weren't friends like that. It's like, you know, when you work at Coffee Bean a while back and then you come back and you don't really talk to that person. It's like, bro, you guys created something so, like, such a masterpiece. You know, every one of these kids have memories of you guys. Every kids have, like, catchphrases that you guys still say. All these things, and you're just gonna sweep them under the rug like that?
Well,
you gonna make them look that bad?
Well, I don't know, because I think that's kind of different, right? Because we can create something amazing, but like, if we not have like a fallout, but if we just aren't, I guess, matching on the same frequency, whatever it is, after that show is created, we can leave the art as the art and still just go and be acquaintances on our separate ways, right? But that's cool. So it's like, I can't really say, oh, we have to keep it up for the kids. Like,
No,
fuck that shit.
I'm not saying that.
We're adults at this point, right?
Yeah.
I have a problem with the way he went about it because, like, I guess what Drake had, all that shit that came out, he started talking shit, right? I can understand like you wanting to separate yourself, but like don't go on Barstool Sports and then try to bring up, oh, like I checked him pretty much. Like you did some boss shit and like kind of put me in my place to tell me that, oh, I had to apologize to your wife on some
Yeah.
weird shit. You know, like because Drake did some weird shit. He admitted to it. But like
Honestly, I
Drake
don't think
did.
it's connected to the weird shit at all. Because the weird shit was like 6 months ago. Like this, he's promoting a book. You know, I don't think it had anything.
well,
he
I
would've
mean, like,
brought
I
that
guess
shit up.
the weird shit I'm meeting right now is the tweet about his wife or the
Oh,
wedding
okay,
shit.
okay. They're talking
Like
about
that's
the-
some weird shit.
the
But the
little girl
weird
stuff.
shit is the
okay,
younger
okay.
age shit. So maybe he's separating from that. But if it's just the wife, like if we're solely on the wife, don't go on Barstool and then kind of like big up and then
Yeah.
talk down on me like, oh yeah. And then I told him, guess what I told him? I told him that he had to apologize or something's gonna
My
happen.
Soprano
like,
shit.
Like yeah, like that's kind of weird to me, right? And if you really didn't fuck with dude, you didn't have to say shit. You could have just been like, hey, we really don't talk that much anymore. Next question.
And
You
how
know,
are you
like,
gonna lie like that when there's receipts of you?
the video
There's
of him
literal
like
video
yeah.
of you hanging out. There's pictures of you guys from all these years that you guys been hanging out. Like, bro, that's some janky ass shit.
That part's
like, on
weird. I feel like
Josh's
there's a
part.
way to go about it. Even if you don't fuck with dude, you could be graceful about it. And there's like a way to do it respectfully.
Well, I feel like the part about the coffee bean thing, I know people are taking like it's a really bad thing, but I just feel first of all, they only worked on it for like 3 years, if I remember correctly. Like everything you see is reruns. There's only 3 years of their life, and it did blow up. But end of the day, like if you're Drake or Josh, yeah, I auditioned, I got a part, I had my agent, we both got cast in the same show, we made some fire. But it doesn't mean that we necessarily had a relationship.
Right.
So when I watched the whole interview, and I was fucking with Josh, it was cool. He seemed so nice, honestly, the whole interview. That's why I kind of feel like a lot of this stuff is taken out of context. If you see like the entire interview, he was just so nice like the entire time. So when I'm hearing him say that stuff, I'm more thinking like he kind of making fun of himself. Like this was my Soprano stuff, man. Like, I felt
okay.
so cool saying it. I said, but if none of that is true and there's like facts that are showing like, bro, we had dinner together, you text me during this time, you can't just
Kissing him on the
so if it's not
forehead.
true, it's not
Right.
true. If it was true, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, yeah, y'all did your work. I get it. If y'all might just not have been clicking, but it made sense. He said, I don't want to mess it up for the kids and just be honest. Like, yeah, we're not really close. So I was totally feeling everything he said until I start hearing like the alternative facts of, we're not necessarily facts. It's just their account of we've gone out to dinner with them. We were hanging. Then we see the video where that was kind of awkward when he went up and kissed him. Not even a
There's
kiss,
a
just
whole
a little.
montage of you guys like
Hanging
throughout the
out,
years.
following.
Even when you're older too,
then-
you could see it.
Yeah, and then going to Riverside too. Like when he was talking about, he pulled up for his event, and that's like a 2-hour
party.
drive. And there's just several pictures of them together. So then it makes me think that I kind of lean toward your guys' way of he had a motive in saying that stuff. Like, and he went about it. I
think
did
he's
At least the friendship part, more so than the
Yeah.
wife part, because the friendship makes sense. Like I can see you want to separate that tie after the recent months that came out about him, right? But the wife part, that seems like, you talk about that behind closed doors and like the soprano and kind of bigging up and telling him.
And then that same night, you went up and kissed him. So I don't think
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
I don't know if you switched up your energy like that. And then they also said he did ask me to apologize to
And he
to his
admitted
wife.
it.
So maybe Josh. I might be willing to believe Josh was telling some tall
exaggerating a
tales.
little bit.
He
Maybe
was
not
telling some tall
lying, but
tales.
exaggerating
Yeah.
a little bit. He had a different perspective of what really
They're
happened.
white,
that day.
white lies.
But I will say though, watching the interview in entirety, I do think that when you just see this portion, it does sound more like he was trying to like big up himself and kind of shit on them, and especially if you just read the headline of like, or something bad's gonna happen. I feel like he was more saying that it was implied by the way he said it. Either way, it sounds like he might not have actually said it like that at all. But when you see the totality of the I got the big words today.
That's
The
it.
totality of the interview, he honestly did come off like a cool. He just came off like a nice guy, bro. Just same like the Josh we're used to seeing. So even in that scene,
he's not
in
the Josh
that
we
clip, I was
seeing. The Josh we were used to seeing was 300
he
pounds.
was skinny in the last season. But he even talked about that stuff, man. He was like really open with like how he dealt with that and how like the world got to see him at such a young age. So it was a pretty cool interview minus what's his name's part, the guy who runs the interviews. What's his name? Dave Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy.
Got a little annoyed,
Shut
but
the fuck
it was
up
cool hearing
sometimes.
from Josh, man. But it's maybe it is having to do with book sales because this did stir up a lot of controversy. You know damn well everyone's going crazy. Oh, they don't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
And they're saying Josh went off on like it's wartime for him. So when those are the headlines, that is going to help you sell your book for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what he was after.
And Drake going with like, oh, officially ties are cut. That's another part of it that's like, oh man, like I get it. If you guys don't have your issues like that, you gotta take that shit off camera. Like that was pretty salacious. I can't lie.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're not friends, but they're acquaintances. Like they're just cool, But then you're pulling up the shows.
Drake needs to
still
shit
here,
exactly,
like-
but then again, it's all hearsay. But
Yeah.
Drake that's why I want to see the text messages because I'm willing to believe Drake and Janet just because it just didn't seem like they had reason to really lie. But then again, it's all people can put on a performance, and then it's so easy to be like, oh no, I believe him now. But the pictures don't lie. That's one thing. They do not lie. The video doesn't lie. There's just several instances where we've seen them kind of clicked up or hanging and stuff. So I think Josh for sure stretched it and then made it really seem like I don't even know this guy. Like we haven't talked in 10 years. And then they asked him, "Do you think Drake would have invited you to his wedding?" He's like, "No, he wouldn't have invited me to his wedding."
Yeah.
Are you kidding, dude? No, we didn't talk like that. And I was over there believing Josh. So now I don't know. It's also hard to gauge with these actors, man.
It just sounds like they're a bunch of big boobs.
Boobitude is going up.
Hey, Josh should have slapped the fuck out of Drake though, like Will.
Yeah. Don't disrespect my wife.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name out your
Probably said
fucking
that
mouth.
because of Will.
Yeah, probably.
Nah,
Sopranos
nah,
moment. He should have been like my Will Smith moment.
I will see if
with
it came out after the Will Smith, bro. I'm
No
sure
doubt.
he would have swapped it out. Oh no one wants to be having a Will Smith moment. I can't lie to you.